Before completing the research, I looked at a range of literature to see previous results in similar studies. In relation to teaching methods and time spent on task, Steiner 2014 and DePaul 1998 found that peer work and group work showed a higher rate of engagement than teacher-led. Steiner's study also found that individual work showed higher engagement rates. However, Emerage found that it didn't. In addition, Emerage reported that whole class groups didn't affect students as much as the other literature had suggested. As for KLAs, there wasn't as much research on this topic specific to students with ADHD. However, Emerage did include this within her studies and found that subjects such as music and art produced higher on-task time in comparison to maths, language and science. Using these as a reference, I anticipated my outcomes. These were that the students will work best during paired and group work. As for the KLA, I believed that students would show the greatest engagement during art, or the KLA they had identified as their favourite. Wiley 2009 suggested that engagement in learning is heightened when students show interest for the subject. My results both challenged and supported these studies. Teacher-led proved to be the least engaging, with students off task 177 minutes out of the 240 observed. Next was individual with 151 minutes off task, then group work at 143 minutes off task, and lastly paired at 132 minutes off task. Although I was expecting teacher-led to be the least engaging, it did surprise me how much time students spent off task during this in comparison to the other methods. I was also surprised that pair work was more engaging than group. As for the KLA, English was the least engaging, with students off task for 180 minutes. This was followed by maths at 159 minutes off task, then science at 127 minutes off task, and lastly art at 125 minutes off task. All 4 students chose English as their least favourite, so this supported my intended results, as well as the studies completed by Emerage. However, these results also challenged Emerage, as science proved to be quite engaging in comparison to English and maths. I did expect maths to be the least engaging, however, this wasn't an educational guess, rather a personal one, as I dislike maths more than I do English.